Hi everybody, welcome to today's daily reading for August 8th, 2017. So I have a new Oracle deck to share with you guys. I'm going to be doing a 3-card pick with this, and I have been playing with it. I absolutely love it. It's an incredible deck. So today's spread that I'm going to be doing is called Should I Quit This Job? But what I want to remind everybody of is it doesn't just have to be limited to a job. This can be a group that you're a part of. It can be a friend circle. If you are contemplating a job, whether you should stay or go, then this is perfect for you. But just think about any group that you are contemplating. Should I stay? Should I go? Are you a part of a sports team that you're questioning? All of that stuff. So I'm going to read the little synopsis, okay? On this day, President Richard Nixon announced that he would resign from office today in 1974. Shocking the country, he did so the following day in a live resignation speech from the Oval Office. So it says, is it time to quit your job? Well, a few people leave jobs with the high drama, intrigue, and media speculation surrounding the Watergate scandal. It can be tough to know when it's time to throw in the towel. This spread examines when to take the leap and cut your bonds to your current job. And we're going to also apply this to groups. Okay, so let me go ahead and just start with the Seeds of Intention card. I'm just shuffling right here. Okay. For today, I count my blessings. All right, so just practicing some gratitude is really healing for the day. I always encourage people to do that no matter what the circumstances. So now I'm going to do the 3-card pick with this new Oracle deck that I have. It's the Alchemist's Oracle. It's super, super awesome. So go ahead and focus if you have a question, if you need some guidance. Here's card number 1. Sorry, put it a little bit high. Here's card number 2. Card number 3. Okay, focus in on whatever you need guidance on. Pick a card that's calling to you. Heart. So this is coming from like a heart-centered place, whatever it is. If you need to have a conversation, if you're just seeking advice on how to approach your day, it's like come from your heart. Feel and think from a place that's very heart-centered and just in everyone's highest good. So this is all about heart chakra work and really being able to focus in on doing things that are in alignment with you. Excuse me. Card number 2, abundance. So this is taking an abundant mindset, really, and this also ties into gratitude because the more you're in a state of gratitude and appreciation for every little thing that you have, every clean glass of water that you have access to, it will just cultivate more and more and more of that abundance. So I encourage you to practice gratitude and count your blessings just as the Seeds of Intention have suggested. So card number 3, be you. So this is just being really true to yourself, honoring your decisions, honoring your feelings, all of that stuff kind of coming to the surface. So go ahead and just sink into who you are today and really focus in, especially these 2 cards are similar. So heart chakra is all self-concept, and so both of these are very oriented towards the heart chakra work. So make sure that similar to how you want to be operating from a heart-centered place, that you're also honoring your feelings and really coming into a space where you are fully being able to be your authentic self regardless of what's going on around you. Okay, so I'm using the Wild Unknown for this. So let's see. And if you weren't here for the intro, this is, this applies to any group. It's not necessarily a job. It's any group that you've been considering, oh, should I stay? Should I go? We just had the full moon in Aquarius, which means, oh, you're welcome, Sarah. Hi, everybody. Which means that any groups that you're a part of, whether it be a job, a sports team, whatever, that's what this applies to. So if you've been examining your social circles, this is a great spread for any type of contemplation with that. Okay, so do I enjoy what I do? It's the first card. Am I challenged by my work or in the group? Do I feel stressed? Let's see, what is my relationship with the management or leaders? What is my relationship to my coworkers and other members of the group? Do I have good employment options around me and places to transition into? Okay, outcome if I stay, outcome if I leave. And then we have, should I leave this group or quit this job? Right at the bottom. Okay. And then let me know if you want me to clarify anything as we go through this spread. Okay. Do I enjoy what I do or this group? So it looks like you're kind of in a personal evolution, so it's less about whether or not you currently enjoy it. It's all about what you're evolving into. That's kind of the big question, is there's a push and pull between, where am I headed? What am I going into? Thank you so much. So it's like, what am I expanding into? Is this still in alignment with me the way it was once upon a time? And so that's where the evaluation is coming in. So it's not really clear like whether or not you're happy purely because of your personal evolution. Okay, am I challenged by my work? Let's read this as, am I satisfied? So it also looks like there's, it looks like it is satisfying for you. It's like you're really able to focus in on what the positives are. Whether, like, oh, I really, really like my coworkers. Maybe the management sucks or the the leaders of this group or organization suck, but you really like certain things about it, or you really enjoy what you're able to do and accomplish there. So it's, it looks like you are able to see the bright side of certain things within your job or group. So this is, do I feel stressed? Yeah, it looks like you need some downtime. So with this Four of Cups card, it looks like rest. Even though this is like the disappointment card, that's not how I read this at all. This is like you really need to tap into your inner knowing. We have a moon here, and the moon always symbolizes intuition in this deck for when I'm reading this. So it's all about sinking into your inner knowing, listening to your guidance, trusting the process, and really making sure that you're practicing adequate self-care. It's going to be really, really key for you right now. What's your relationship with leadership? Okay, again, we have more. It actually looks like you have more sway and more control than you realize on a psychic level. It's not like you get to decide what other people do, but it is about they pick up on your energy, and so it's kind of a reflection of that. Yes, it is all about exploration. I totally agree. So with management, it's kind of like there's a psychic level of communication between you and whatever leadership you're coming in contact with right now. So just keep that in mind, especially if you have like some pent-up aggression towards anyone in a leadership or management position, that they can pick up on that. So try to take a yin approach and just see how that shifts the energy around you. Then we have, what's your relationship with your coworkers or other members of the group? Ooh, this is interesting. Now we have the Emperor here too. Okay, so this is kind of like, it's interesting. It's like you do have more of a dominant, more of a young, masculine presence when it comes to your peers. But with other people in terms of leadership or management, however you're applying this to your own life, it looks like there's more of a feminine approach that is kind of, happening behind the scenes. So it looks like you're able to take more of a leadership role within your peers and the immediate people around you. Okay, let's see. Do I have good employment options around me? Or this is like a place for you to transition into. Yes, but, and there is a but, it's all about taking action and cultivating opportunities. It's not one of those things that will necessarily fall into your lap. You either have to actively manifest these opportunities in groups for you to transition into, and start to plant seeds for yourself. That's going to be really, really vital if you are, trying for the next leap. If you're really into group activities and you're, let's say you're a part of a sports team and the people there are kind of crappy or whatever you're experiencing, then it's kind of like you have to do the legwork to find your next move. You have to just like make that jump. Okay? So let's see the outcome if you stay. Ace of Cups, it doesn't look bad. It looks more like there's some shifts going on with you. Now, if you're in an abusive work environment, in a chaotic, highly dysfunctional work environment, then this is an exception, because some people are in really unhealthy work environments that they do need to leave behind, and that's okay. If you're experiencing one of those, then don't be like, oh, even though this is dysfunctional and I get emotionally and psychically abused at work, I should stay. This is not what this means. It's just a matter of, if you're kind of humming and hawing about what you should do, it does look like if you stay, it's not the worst thing in the world, that it could actually work out in your favor. Outcome if you leave. Daughter of Cups, it looks like you're just, this kind of reminds me of the Fool card, like going off on a new adventure, starting a new process, kind of sailing into a different direction. So it's not necessarily either way is bad or wrong. It's just about what your soul is calling you to do. So really take time to rest, take time for yourself, and figure out what exactly is calling to you at this time. Should I quit this job or leave this group? Oh, of course, it's not like a definitive answer, and that's because of this right here. This happens, when I'm reading for a large group of people. It's kind of like, this is up to you. This is, mastery. And I do see, the decision making is kind of like up here. It's very cerebral. This is where all the color is. This is where all the vibrance is. And so you really have to tap into your own intuition, your own plans, because that's the other thing. This is equivalent to the King of Pentacles. And so, like, what is your 5-year plan? Does staying with this group or staying with this job push you closer to that, the end goal of that 5-year plan? You really want to keep in mind, like, what's the organization? Thank you so much. You really want to keep your big vision in mind. So, and sorry, I'm like I'm like responding to chat in the middle of my explanation. Is there anything you guys want me to clarify? Otherwise, I think I'm going to clarify the, am I challenged by this work? Page of no way. Yeah, that's the same. I pulled the same card. Page of Pentacles and Daughter of Pentacles, they're the same. So what it looks like is there's opportunity. Now this is making a lot more sense. There's opportunity for you to be challenged, but it also takes a certain level of action for you. So if you've been meaning to take on a new project, then you actually have to take initiative. Or if you're feeling bored and you have a bunch of ideas, you need to speak up and you need to kind of own that within whatever organization or group you're in. If there's a creative project that you want to work on, you know, you got to go for it. You can't just, as my old boss used to say, a closed mouth doesn't get fed. So if you're not taking action and you're not speaking up, what do you expect to happen? Nothing. Nothing will happen. So make sure that you're actually doing all of this stuff and you're taking appropriate action. I'm going to clarify, do I feel stressed? Temperance. Yeah, there is a need for balance. So it looks like you're kind of out of whack right now, and there's really a strong need for you to just kind of sink into work-life balance. And when I say that, I don't mean spending equal amounts of time in each. What that means is being present. I know I talked about this the other day. Like, presence is more valuable than how much time you're spending in a place. So if you find yourself coming home and just answering emails nonstop and you're still technically at work because you're buried in your phone, you know, then hi there, then you want to make sure that you are being present wherever you're at. Okay. And then I'm also going to clarify the Seven of Pentacles and then wrap up. Okay, and that is, do I have opportunities around me to shift into? Queen of Wands, yeah, you can totally make that happen. But you have to take the action. You have to have the creative juices and processes going. So it is about taking action. That's the big message here. Is if you want something, you have to go out and do the work. Manifestation is only half of the equation. If you're getting messages to take action, you want to make sure you're doing that. Okay, and if you hopped on late, I did a 3-card pick with this new Oracle deck that I have at the beginning. So once this is processed, you can go watch the 3-card pick at the beginning. And tomorrow, the spread that I'm doing is, am I being lied to? So I'm not going to be able to come on at 11 a.m. tomorrow. I have a few things to do. I have to pick someone up from the hospital. And so it'll probably be in the afternoon that I'll be doing the Am I Being Lied To spread. So if you're dealing with any deceit, we can go over that tomorrow and we'll be doing that spread. So stay tuned for that. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.